Okay, so today we are going to discuss about the Academy, Hack the Box Academy. So there are a bunch of modules. What do you see once you first log in? You will get some cubes. Cubes is a digital currency that you can use within the Hack the Box. Okay, to basically unlock some of the courses, you can buy the cubes and unlock the courses. There are actually two options here. Either you can get a subscription which is $20 per month, or for if you are a student, then it will be $8 per month for you, but you have to log in with your student account. Okay, so if you log in with your student account, it will be uh, $8 per month for you. Let me show you that. If you go into billing, so here you can see annual billing, which is $490 per year, and if you go on to monthly billing, then it will be just $8 per month. But this option will only be available if you are a student. Okay, and to get this discount, to get this one, you need to log in with your student ID. I hope you guys have your student IDs. Do you have it?
Is there something different between these accounts or something restrictions are there in the student's account?
And no, there are no restrictions in the student account. In fact, it is one of the best subscription that you can find here. you know for if you go with student account, then tier 2 up to tier 1, tier 2, everything will be free for you. So tier 1, tier 2 are difficulty levels. Okay, so
Okay,
there are tier 3 difficult courses here on this platform. So the basics will be free for you, and then slightly more than basics, like intermediate kind of courses will be free for you. Okay, and tier 3 won't be free for you. Tier 3 courses, for example, I'll show it here. All modules, and if you see, if you just click on tier 3, you have few of the courses here: Windows lateral movement, Active Directory, LDAP. Okay, so these kind of courses aren't free for you, but up to tier 2 everything will be free for you. Up to tier 2 everything. So basically it allows you to do two paths, job role
okay,
paths. So, bug bounty hunter, you can access the entire course, and penetration tester also, you can access the entire course. Up to tier 2, everything is free with that subscription, $8 per month subscription. So, you can finish everything in $8. It can't be possible, it isn't possible, okay, to finish everything in a month, but still, it is very cheap when you consider the alternatives. The alternatives are, you can get a silver subscription, which gets you 200 cubes each month to unlock modules. uh, Basically 11% discount. You can get unlimited box usage. CPE credit submission, this thing I don't know. CPE credit submission is something, I'll just find out later, but you get the point. Basically you can unlock, even if you see here, you're getting 200 cubes, and if you get $38 per month subscription also, you're getting 500 cubes. Okay, so all these 500 cubes, 200 cubes means what? It means that you can open all these modules that you can see here. So $500 per month if you're just starting out. Okay, so basically, tier 0 though, you can finish it easily. And if you see here, tier 1 modules are of 50 cubes each. Okay, so you can do 5 courses, tier 1 courses in a month if you buy a silver plan. Whereas tier 2, if you have advanced to a new level, if you advance to a new level, then with silver plan you can only do 2 courses. If you see here, each one is 100 cubes. So how many courses can you do? Only 2 courses. Okay, but there is something here. If you see, if you look closely, plus 20 it is there. Can you see it? Plus 20. Do you know what that plus 20 is? in Hack the Box Academy, you have a good thing basically to motivate you to do more. So if you finish this 100 cube course, if you completely finishes it, then you will get back 20 cubes. Okay. So if you do two courses, you will get 40 cubes back. But can you buy another course with it? No, you can't do that because another all the tier 2 courses are of 100 cubes. So if you see here in if you just go back to billing, so 200 cube silver plan won't be enough for you to do two courses. You need to buy this plan, gold plan. With gold plan, you get 500 cubes. So with 500 cubes, you can unlock 5 modules plus you can unlock 5 modules plus if you finish all those 5 modules, you will get 20, 20, 20. Basically 20 times 500, you can do 6 modules in total with the gold plan. You get it? And then the
Yes.
tier 3 anyways, okay, you have to have it with the cubes. With the university subscription won't work for you, so you need to have these things for tier 3 for I don't think I don't know what we can do with the university subscription. The student subscription, where is that? So each course in the advanced section, that is of 500 cubes per course in the advanced section. So even if you see this one for $90 per year, you're getting one exam attempt with this thing. With this plan, what are you getting? You're getting one exam attempt. So you can access any of these courses: bug bounty, penetration, SOC analyst, anything that you like. Plus you will get one exam attempt that you want. So you can get the certified bug bounty hunter or certified penetration tester or the SOC analyst, defense security something. So that is SOC analyst. But still, if you just see the student plan here, that is same as this annual plan 490 per year, but you're paying way less. So if you do just 8 times 12, that is, what is 8 times 12? 96. You're paying $96 for this same plan, and you're getting an exam voucher with this, right? So 96 plus 210, that is $310 in total to get this advanced plan, silver plan. So you have to pay $310. You are saving about $200 if you are a student or a teacher, and you need the login ID of your school or your university, whatever that is. Even if you're in school, if you have a login ID, the student official email, usually in colleges you can get it. If you want, you can get it in colleges usually. So that can be used here. If you
ID card.
No, you need a student email address. For example, if you study in, let us say, uh, JNTU, so you need an email ID, abdulhaq at jntu.in. So official email IDs, you have it for the institutions. So you need to have a student ID, okay, with the university email. Okay, here if you see here,
Okay.
vcj at jntuh.ac.in, and if you see all those people, everyone will have an ID of JNTU custom domain jntuh.ac.in. So you need your college email ID to log in to that thing. Then only you will get the discount. Even if you don't have your if you don't get these things, you can contact Hack the Box Academy for that thing. Okay, so for example, even though I am a student, I don't have that ID, my college ID. So what can I do? I can just create a ticket here. I am a student. You can, you know, one thing is resolved. Basically, you know, even the school that I teach is in, even that email ID isn't registered with Hack the Box. So I just message them. So you can message them too. Okay, just message them. I am a student and you know, I don't have that ID. Can I log in with my Gmail ID and stuff like that? Maybe they are going to help you with it. You can show your ID card maybe. So you know, they'll help you inshallah. Okay, and there's one more thing: unlimited pawn box usage. So do you know what this pawn box is? Pawn box is basically, you know, you will have all the tools readily available for you. Okay, you don't have to again get another what do you say, you don't need to have Kali Linux installed on your system or anything like that. Everything, every tool that you need is already there and it's already connected to the machine that you're logged in. I'll show you an example what Pawnbox is. In fact, we have used it yesterday. We will use it again today. We'll use it today again. That same Pawnbox. Let me show you. But before that, let's see the job role paths. So here in the skill paths, you have, you know, the paths are divided into skill paths and job role paths. So if you're already in the cybersecurity field and you want to learn about a specific thing that you aren't aware of, then you can just go through skill paths and you can do that. Basic tool set, what are the basic tool set that you require, and then cracking into Hack the Box. This is the basic one, very basic one. So the basic ones usually they'll cost the same. If you enroll it, they'll cost you 30 cubes. But if you finish them, you'll get your 30 cubes back. Very basic courses when you're just learning about things. Local privilege escalation, these are some of the topics. Local privilege escalation, introduction to binary exploitation. Okay, it's hard if you see here. You need to know a bunch of things here. Binary exploitation, I know it. It is really hard. It is hard even to read the things. Okay, read the code, read the information. So binary exploitation, you need to know something about CPU architecture, how CPU stores the memory, how CPU uses the RAM and stuff like that. You have to know all those things. Very basic. Up to you're going to do at the fundamental level. Okay, at the fundamental level, what is happening with the operating system, CPU, how CPU is storing the memory in the RAM and stuff like that. Operating system fundamentals, again, it's an easy course, and if you see, you can enroll in this course, you'll get your 30 cubes back. Okay, basically what Linux is, what is PowerShell. Okay, just get to know with the things. Operating system fundamentals. Then you have this CREST, CPSA, CRT preparation, something. CRT preparation. Probably it's an exam, I guess. Ah, yeah, that's an exam. CPSA. Okay, then you have CREST CCT app preparation, and then information security foundations, INF, SOC analyst. SOC analyst is usually on the defensive side. SOC analyst is what? So, like we are going to learn the penetration testing. So, we will try to penetrate into the system. But who are going to stop us from penetrating into the system are the SOC analysts. SOC analysts are the blue team. They are on the defensive side. So they try to protect us. Okay, that's their job, SOC analyst. And then you have Active Directory. One of the important thing, I don't know much about it, but yeah, it is one of the important thing even in OffSec when you are going to give OSCP exam. It is important to know the Active Directory and enumeration and stuff like that. So these are few modules that we have here. It is hard. You will get your cubes back once you finishes it. Okay, this is all about Hack the Box Academy. Job role paths. Sorry. So in job role paths, you have bug bounty hunter or penetration hunter. Again, this penetration hunter is divided into modules, different modules. In fact, it has 28 modules here. Okay, so what are these 28 modules? These are 28 different courses. Okay, for example, penetration testing process, fundamental, you will get 10 cubes back if you do it. So all this plus 10 plus 10 is basically you have to start. If you start the course, you will get that many cubes back. Okay, so let's see what are the things that are included in this penetration testing module. So penetration testing process, how it all works and stuff like that. Getting started, network enumeration with Nmap. Okay, we have seen Nmap, we have talked about Nmap, right? What Nmap does, anyone? Before we move on, what Nmap does? Hmm? What do you think Nmap does? No idea? Okay.
Subplotting.
No. I want this to be bigger. Is that clear? Is that clear? Can you see the screen and stuff? Doesn't look to be clear. Anyways, so Nmap basically scans the network. So if are there any ports active on the network, or are there any computers that are active on the network? We try to scan the entire network. So if there is any computer that's active on the network, then what are the ports that are open in it? Okay, for example, RDP, TCP, SSH, or FTP for file transfer. SSH is a secure shell for connecting the computer, or TCP or RDP, remote desktop protocol, for connecting it remotely. So you have a bunch of services that may be running on the network. So you scan the network through Nmap, network map. Okay, then you have footprinting. Yeah, here most commonly used services in almost all enterprise and business IT infrastructure. Gathering, web edition, information gathering, you have it here. Vulnerability assessment, file transfer, shells and payloads, using the Metasploit framework. So Metasploit is basically a tool that consists of all the exploits that are available for a particular system. Okay, for example, Linux. What are all the exploits that are available for Linux? And we test it using Metasploit. Metasploit will contain For example, we see that our target computer has, let us say, Linux installed in it, and Linux 5.2 version was there. The version of Linux is 5.2 or something like that. Okay, and we see that one of the service is open on that. So one of the service like Telnet, as we have seen, is running on it. Okay, so what are all the exploits that are available for Linux running telnet is there. So Metasploit will try to see if it is exploitable or not by using different exploits. Okay, that Metasploit framework is an open source set of tools used for network enumeration, attacks, testing security vulnerabilities, evading detection, performing privilege escalation attacks, and performing post exploitation. Password attacks. Passwords are still primary method of authentication in corporate networks. If strong password policies are not in place, users will often opt for weak, easy to remember passwords that can often be cracked offline and used further or access. Okay, simple password can be easily crackable, even though most of the organization, they don't save the password in plain text. They store it in some of the in any of the encrypted form. But still, even if it is encrypted, you can decrypt it using a good hardware. You can decrypt the password. Good hardware and the software tools, you can do it easily. You can easily crack the password if the password is weak. But if the password is strong enough, then it is really difficult to crack. It depends on how hard or easy the password is. But whatever it is, human beings are human beings. What they do, they have very easy passwords a lot of times. So that is password attacks. Attacking common services, pivoting, tunneling, and port forwarding, Active Directory enumeration and attacks, using web proxies, attacking web applications with FFUF, login brute force, SQL injection fundamentals, SQL map essentials, cross-site scripting, file inclusions. Some of these topics are there in Bug Bounty Hunter program too. So SQL injection fundamentals, cross-site scripting. Okay, few things, file upload attacks and file inclusions are there in bug bounty too. Some of the important ones: Linux privilege escalation, Windows privilege escalation. Okay, each one is its own course, as I told you already. We can anyways look at these things. Linux privilege escalation, what this thing is. Basically, once you you know get into a system, then you have to go to a root privilege. That is what this is. So I got an access to a system, to a Linux system. So now I should try to get root privileges. Once I get root privileges, I can do anything with that machine that I like. Okay, so the created by author names are there, enumerating a Linux system, kernel exploits, exploiting vulnerable services, abusing misconfigurations and permissions issues. Okay, you have a bunch of things here. So these things are good for these exams. Okay, if we want to enroll in this course, just give me a minute. अस्सलाम वालेकुम रहमतुल्लाह। वालेकुम अस्सलाम, बोलिए। हेलो। वालेकुम अस्सलाम, बोलिए। हाँ, बोलो। हाँ, हाँ। कहीं को कार का चाबी घुमा दिया तू? कैसा घूमी? तो अलमारी में पक्का है चाबी? तो अब किधर है चाबी? मेरे कैसा मालूम चाबी किधर है कि? ठीक है। हाँ, ठीक है। लाता मैं। ठीक है, मगर ताला का चाबी तू? हाँ, हाँ। तो तू दोषे की दुकान पे इधर उधर देखना था ना। ठीक है, रख। अल्लाह हाफिज। Okay, so let's continue. So Linux privilege escalation we have seen, and these are few modules. If you want to start, you can just start here, and you need few cubes for it, I guess. Okay. You require 200 cubes for this thing, I guess. Okay, that's why we aren't able to open. So I think these are the few things that we are going to learn in this one: Docker, Kubernetes, and stuff like that. So let's go back to this one. Hack the Box from Hack the Box Academy. Let's just go to Hack the Box Labs. Yeah, in Hack the Box Labs, if you see here, I was talking about Pawnbox, right? So this one is done yesterday. We'll do this one. You can either connect your computer to the same network where you have this machine, the vulnerable machine, or you can directly use Pawnbox. If you see here, this one, if you connect to a Pawnbox, then you don't need to download anything, any open VPN file and anything like that. Okay, so either you connect your computer to that network, or you just spin up a machine that's already connected to the network. That is Pawnbox. That's the difference between the two. Okay, so if you want to go through OpenVPN, you need to download a OpenVPN software, and then you'll get all the required configuration from here. So you need to download that and then import it and then connect to it, so your computer will be connected to the same network. That is one option. Otherwise, you can just use Pawnbox. Start Pawnbox. You have used your allowed Pawnbox time. Okay, yeah. So I can't use it anymore because my time is already been used. It looks like that. So we'll get the subscription so that this Pawnbox is free. Unlimited Pawnbox is free. Anyways, so once you do that, you will get the we you have to spawn the target machine, and the IP will show here. You have to spawn the target machine, so it will be spawned once it is connected. Either you are connected to the same network, or you just spin up a pawn box machine. So we'll try to connect to that same network. Let's see. I guess I already have the configuration ready with me. Let me try connect to this service. And it should be connected in any moment. Yeah, it's connected. So once it's connected, it will show here that you're connected, and then you have to spawn the machine. You're connected to the same network, and now you have to make this machine active, make this vulnerable machine active. So on this vulnerable machine, it's already given what kind of a vulnerability it has. It has vulnerability related to FTP. Okay, so we are going to see that once we get this thing, once we get the instance running. Let's open our Kali Linux. Let me find out how to create a user. Create a user in Linux. User add. What can be the options? That can be used to create a new user in Linux and Unix system. User add. Only root or users with sudo privileges can create new users account with user add. When invoked, user add creates a new user account according to the options specified. Okay, sudo user add http. Switch user http. Sudo id http. Okay, it is created. Sudo password http. Switch user. ls sudo ls so you need to give the permission to ls also. sudo user add dash m uh-huh. How to give sudo user sudo what is anyways. So we'll just try to connect to this virtual machine. Just give me a minute. I will just do that later. Presentation window entire screen. Let this be. Oh no, entire screen 2. Yeah. So here, what we are going to do, we are going to first ping this thing. Let's see if we are able to do it. Ping 10.129.196.121. So that machine is active. Control C to exit. What does 3-letter FTP stand for? That is File Transfer Protocol. Submit the answer. Which port does the FTP service listen on usually? So let's first do nmap of that. Nmap minus SV 10.129.196.121. SV, yeah, probe open ports. Okay, minus S capital V, and then SV. Okay, let's do the enumeration. Which port does the FTP service listen on usually? Which port FTP listens on usually? 45, I guess. 45. Let's see if it is 45. Each uses a separate TCP port. Port 21 is for the control channel. Port 20 is for the data channel. The port command is sent by FTP client to establish secondary connection for data to travel over. In some FTP implementation, port 20 is used for data, but that is exception rather than the rule. Port 21 by default communications use two TCP ports number values, one for commands by default and one for data transfer. This is where the port command comes into play. Okay, so that is 20 or 21. 21 maybe, yeah. So we can see on port 21 FTP is running. 21, submit your answer, and then FTP sends data in the clear without any encryption. What acronym is used for a later protocol designed to provide similar functionality to FTP but securely as an extension of the SSH protocol. SFTP. SFTP. Secure FTP basically. FTP is running on that thing. Yeah. What is the command we can use to send an ICMP echo request to test our connection to the target? That is ping. From your scans, what version is running on the target? That is VSF VSFTPD 3.0.3. VSFTPD 3.0.3. From your scans, which OS type is running on the target? That's Unix. What is the command we need to run in order to display the FTP client help menu? FTP -H. Okay, let's do that. FTP -H. But that is not running. Anonymous. This is anonymous. Let's do FTP 10.129.196.121. Anonymous. You don't enter any password and you can log into it. Yeah. Anonymous. What is the response code we get for the FTP message login successful? That is 230. 230. Submit answer. Couple of commands we can use to list the files and directories. That is ls. In fact, we can do ls here. ls. So we can see that there is already a flag.txt present. So we can get that flag.txt file. We can download it. Yeah, that's downloaded. What is the command used to download the file? That's get, and submitting the root flag, exit cat flag.txt. Is that the right thing though? I have flag.txt a lot, but I think that got replaced anyway, so yeah, that's done. Okay, this machine is done and today's class is also over. It's about to be 8:15. Thanks for joining in. Hope to see you tomorrow. Assalamu alaikum.